All right.
Okay,
Hi, Stacy.
so we
So,
are going to talk about earning the incentive trip to Greece. It's going to
I
be a good
cannot
one.
wait.
So,
100%.
Greece is our next incentive trip that we are going on. It is next summer. It is a 8-day, 7-night cruise around Greece and Turkey. To earn it, we have lots of different levels that we can do. I just realized I didn't put the levels on that spreadsheet.
That's
That's
okay.
okay.
That's okay. It's something that you can log into your workstation and find if you just go to the little incentive tab where it says more, it says incentives, and you can look at
Yes.
what the different options are for you. Okay. Like there's level one, level two, level all the way to five. And each of them are going to require different sponsoring points. Sponsoring means like you have quote unquote recruited or added somebody to your team that trusts you to help them, and you've been
Mm-hmm.
successful with helping them. So each of them requires different levels.
Yes.
So go look at
So
that. You pick your level, and then go from there.
level 3 is the one that we want to shoot for. Level 3 is your trip and your flight, all expense paid for one person. And that is at the 40,000 point level.
And
And
it
that
is
includes
3,000 points in
thousands.
sponsoring.
Yes. So as we go through all of this tonight, I have all of the points laid out of what you earn for doing certain things, as well as then I have 4 templates of how to get to that 40-point level. And then I have nice little pictures because I am a very visual person that I will make sure everyone can get a hold of because someone wonderful at Scentsy made them for us. It wasn't me, but I have the link.
Amen,
So let's,
sister.
I am not the creative one. This
You're
is my
logical,
creative.
and this is your brain.
Yes, this is my brain. I teach math all day. So numbers is what it is. So this trip of a lifetime, we want to earn it. The first thing you need to know is that your PRV, every point of PRV counts as 1 point for your incentive. Now, if you hit 1,000 PRV for 5 of our 6 months, so it could be August, October, November, December, January, you're going to get an extra 1,500 points. So right there, just by getting 1,000 PRV a month, they're going to give you extra. Now, I'm going to tell you, you're going to need to get 2,500 to 3,000 PRV every month to get this incentive.
And that's just the truth. Like that is, we can't sugarcoat. But you know what I also want to say and interject is, Stacy, like it's not impossible.
Oh, no, no
Not at
way.
all. Like I can do it. If I can work a full-time job, have 2 children, a husband, and a life, okay, and I can do it, you can do it, okay? What it does require, okay, I'm gonna not sugarcoat. What it's gonna require is you making a plan of who you're gonna get to be your host, who's gonna party for you. And it could be past hosts, it can be new hosts of people that you've met, new customers you've met that never have before, but you have to be the one to make the plan. You got to figure out your month ahead of time. You got to figure out your month ahead of time and say, here is what I need to happen. And if I have no plan means no PRV.
Yes.
So if you go in without a plan, you can't say it's going to work, but like you got to have a plan. You got to try. Like, and you got to have a backup plan. Don't put all your eggs in that one basket. Thing. Do not put all your eggs in one basket.
No. So that's the first part is your PRV. Now, a lot of you are very brand new, just started with Scentsy, which is amazing. And you guys actually have the biggest opportunity
Oh my gosh, you have
because
such an opportunity.
because if you guys are brand new, you're still working on sensational start. So if you hit your sensational start level 1, you get 1,000 points. If you hit Sensational Start level 2, you get 2,000 points. And if you hit Sensational Start level 3, you get 5,000 points. So you get so many points just from being new.
That's amazing.
And you guys, promotions. So as we are doing this, one of the biggest ways to get points is by promoting. So a new consultant that is still just sitting at Essential, you guys are going to be able to promote more than Robin and I. We're directors. We have to have a couple directors under us to be able to go any higher. So us get these points. But for you that's Essential, when you hit certified, 1,000 points. When you hit lead, you get 1,500 points. And you guys,
it's difficult to get those types of.
Oh, my internet's being funky, Robin.
That's okay. I can keep going here, but that's really how it's going to work. Like you have anybody who's relatively new to this, or somebody who's not like done this for a few years and tried it, has a better and much easier opportunity to get the bigger points than I will. Okay. And so like that should be a fun, like little like eye-opening thing. Like, hey, you can do this. Like
you can do it better than we can.
You gotta just easier, much easier than we can. And you have people that are helping you, willing to help you to do it, like us. Like we're willing to help you do it. I would be more ecstatic to see some of my friends go than I would see me go. I mean that in all my heart. All my heart. I'd be more ecstatic. Although I'm gonna do it because I want it for me, because I think it's gonna be fun. Okay. So yeah, promoting, you personally promoting. If you don't know what that means to be lead, then you need to go into Google and type in Scentsy compensation plan, and you can see kind of like what that looks like. Okay. And it's not hard. Okay. The hardest thing is you getting out of your own way and offering Scentsy to others.
Yes.
That's the hardest part, is you getting out of your own way. Okay. What else is required, my girl, aside from that?
So then we have our activity bonus. So once you hit lead, you're going to get activity bonus every time you're paid at a rank. So even if I'm director and I only get if I only get to star consultant numbers, I would get the 300 points per star. You get 100 if you're paid at lead, 300 for star, 500 for superstar, and 1,000 for director. And you get more for star director and superstar director just because they're really hard to actually reach and get paid at title. Then you guys, our mini reunion, our mini convention is World Tour. We get points just for registering. So you're going to get those points as long as you register in October or November. I don't exactly know when we're starting registration this year. But
I'm going. We're going. I'll see you there.
So am I.
It'll be so much
down.
fun. Yes, you're coming to Richmond. Coming to Richmond? I think Sisu's coming too. We're gonna go because it's gonna be fun. Can we go to the Cheesecake Factory?
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, so the next and the main part to earn a trip is your sponsoring. It's the most work, but it's the easiest points. I hate to say it that way. So someone join today and they get reach Sensational Start. Remember that you want to hit Sensational Start as a new consultant? Well, as their sponsor, if they hit level 1, you get 500 points. If they hit level 2, you get 1,000 points. And if they hit level 3, you get 2,000 points. So the more you help consultants, your frontline, the more points you will get as well as they will get.
So it's kind of like that quote of putting others first. You know what I mean? Like you really kind of have to step back and say, you know what? How can I put somebody else before myself in that moment? Because this is really about helping them helping them be successful. If you can help them be successful, then you're both going to kind of win. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that's what truly these incentives, Scentsy sets them up to help our newest consultants grow because they put in place the points to help the leaders train our newest consultants. Also, when you're sponsoring, your first frontline that hits certified, you get 1,000 points for. If you sponsor a second person that hits certified, you get 1,500 points for the second person. The third person, you get 3,000 points. And every single person that hits certified after that, you get 3,000 points more.
So your goal should be 3,000, 4 or 5 people to sponsor, and that would be amazing.
Yes. Now if someone joined prior to August, so I know that I have one that joined 2 weeks or in July. When they hit certified, 50 points. So someone joining prior to August 1st, you're still going to get 250 points for them to hit certified. Now, whether they hit lead or any other one of your frontline promotes to lead, you get 2,500 points. That's a big deal. Like, again, this is all about our teammates growing their businesses. So when people are like, these incentives are just for the top of the company, no, they're there to create our teams. They're there to create our downline, give our downline goals. So that's all of the ways to earn points. So I will post in both Robin's group and my group this how to earn the points. It's a nice little picture for you so that you can see it. You can print it out. Obviously, I've printed it out and it's sitting on my desk. I'm all about the numbers. So now we're going to look at some examples, get you to that level 3. So all of these are hitting a level 3 for the incentive, getting them and their flight and their trip paid for. Remember, all of this is with our income disclosure. I'm just saying that because we're earning a trip for free, so we have to include the income disclosure statement. So this gives you an example. So if you are a certified consultant, just joined this month, goal, PRV. Notice that it's 3,000 every month, but it's completely doable. And if you're new, you have everybody that's like, oh yeah, I want to order. Oh, I'll host a party. Get them hosting, get them buying, giving you their friends, expand your network. And
sometimes you have to ask them. Sometimes you got to ask them. You got to be like, hey, will you please bet you they'll say yeah.
On Facebook.
Posting and praying is not going to help you.
No. So then you get your PRV consistency. That's another 1,500. Then we have this new recruit. You guys, I put on here 6 new recruits. 6 new recruits gives you 14,500 points. 14,000 for 6 new recruits. And then the goal, you're just hoping one of those promotes to lead. Now, if 2 or 3 do, that's awesome. That's going to get you a higher level. If one of them hits sensational start level 1, you guys, remember, if you have 6 recruits and these points is only one getting to lead and one of them hitting sensational start, there's a lot more that you could have hitting those goals. but we're going to hope to promote to lead, because you guys lead, you need one active front line. And the two of you together need to have 1,333 PRV. That's the 1,000 GWV. If you guys have questions about GWV, ask Robin or I, or get on and look it up. The plan is that you're promoting to star. That's another 2,000 points. You're going to be paid at title for lead and paid at title for star, 3 months each. That's going to give us 41,700 points. That's 17,000 of those points are from sponsoring. You guys, for level 3, you only really needed 3,000 sponsoring points. So well beyond that 3,000 sponsoring, but completely doable. So that's if you're starting at certified. So that's brand new, newbie, hasn't done much. Jumped ahead. We have one for lead. It breaks it apart. It's pretty much the same, except this one, you're going to notice that we have 2 that are recruiting to lead. And this one actually only has 5 new recruits, because you have a huge promotion to superstar happening. Because if you're starting at lead and getting 5 new recruits, we're really hoping that you're hitting star and superstar, which means these being paid at rank is going to be a lot higher. So each time, like when you're looking at your numbers, I sat down the other day, I have a little list of all of the different numbers that I want to reach myself. So this is just one suggestion, one plan, but you guys can sit down, and if you want to do a one-on-one call, I will play with numbers with you for hours. I am a numbers person. Numbers is my life. I teach math all day. So if you ever have questions about numbers, send me a message. I don't mind helping with numbers at all. Right, Robin?
Amen, sister. I'm not a numbers person. I'm just like, let's go.
I know. That's why this is me.
I'm your hype girl. I'm the hype girl. Like, okay, what are we gonna do? 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 Okay, we're gonna do this. You okay? I'm the idea person.
Yes. That's why we work together.
Yes, and she's the logic.
Star consultant. Yes. For a star consultant, you guys, this one, there's more new recruits again. There's 6 of them, but you're still gonna hope to get 2 to lead of your 6, or it could be some of them that you already had, because you already had some if you were a star consultant. So you're not gonna have as much personal promotion unless you get a lot of them joining and pushing. And you might already have some that are at lead that you can push to star and grow that team. So by the time you're a star consultant, you need to have 2 frontline active and 2,500 GWV to be paid at title. So you need to be selling and as a team doing a lot. Your superstar consultant paid at rank, you guys, that's a $500 each month. So promoting earlier and being paid at title all along gives you more points.
But that's only going to happen if you're helping your team consistently too. Like you got to keep showing up for them. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be like, oh, I've like recruited you and then now good luck. You know, if they want to do nothing with it, then that's one of their choices, of course, and that's fine. And they don't have to do anything. But if there is somebody who's like wanting to do a little something, that is your responsibility to help them because you are their sponsor. And that's your opportunity to keep pouring into them, pouring your ideas, share what you're doing, share what's working for you. Find a way to do that. I do it on a Facebook group and go live on my random moments when I get ideas, but you have to pour into people who want to be poured into.
Yes. Because there's many people that don't want to, that are just in it to be a kidnapper and a hobbyist. honestly what I originally planned to do, buy for myself. And now I'm a director and have a team of I don't even know anymore.
Right. And it's like, fun to us in that way. But like, yeah,
It is.
help the people who want to be helped, but don't forget about them. You got to help them.
Yes. So then here's an example for a superstar consultant. I can't talk tonight. You guys, this one, your personal promotion is 5,000 points. Hit that director. You guys, when you hit director, it's a huge jump. Not only is it a huge jump in your incentive points, but it's also your insert income disclosure statement, a huge jump in your commission. You guys, I have to put that income disclosure statement in because, if not, we'll get yelled at. The Scentsy commission please will come after us. It's always an adventure if we don't remember. Okay, so those are all ideas, you guys. I will post all these pictures for you. Now, Robin, tip idea, creative brain of hers is going to give you all of the tips. Oh, I have questions listed. I forgot that.
Yes. And if there are questions, please comment them in the comments if you are comfortable coming on camera. If you're comfortable coming on camera, go for it. But let me just say this. The harder you work for something, the greater you're going to feel once you actually achieve it. And yeah, this is not necessarily easy. It's going to require some work, but I'm also going to tell you when you decide to put others before yourself in this, but also figure out a way to balance your business as well. But you make other success the major priority, you're going to see growth in all of your points. Okay. It's about putting others first. And that's one of the big things I love about this. So, but logical things that I'm going to say are incredibly important. Number one, you got to front load your month. Okay. What that means is you got to go into the month of September, let's say upcoming September, and start making the plan, not in September for what you're going to try in September, but mid-August, start thinking, who am I going to ask to be my host? What am I going to do to get max PRV for myself? Make a plan. I write down 5, 6, 7 things that I'm going to try for the month. Do I know they're all going to work? No, but that's why I have backup plans. Okay. I would highly recommend if you want to try to get the beast part PRV that you're going to need. I'm going to be honest, no sugarcoating here. 4 to 6 parties in a month. And now they don't all have to be in person, but that could be 4 to 6 Facebooky things, 4 to 6 bag shares, 4 to 6 in homes, 4 to 6 vendor events, or a combination of all of those things I just named. Okay. Because you cannot rely on the same 6 people to purchase from you because that ain't gonna happen. Okay. But you can hopefully rely on those 6 people to help them share their network with you to grow your network. Okay. So don't ask them to purchase, ask them to host. That's the trick. Okay.
Yes.
Sponsor early. So I'm going to tell you this, if you want to give somebody the best shot to get to 1,000 in sales by January 31st, because that's when the incentive ends, you need to sponsor in August to give them the best opportunity to have the most possible time. I am not saying that somebody couldn't join in December with you and you couldn't get them to certified, which means 1,000 in sales in a month, because some people are able to do that. But give them the most opportunity and give yourself plenty of time to help them. Okay. Make sure that if you have a team of people that you've sponsored prior to this, look at who is on your team and see who you think might want to lead. Why don't you ask them? Why don't you somehow ask them? If you got 7 people on your team that you have sponsored, and there's some of them who are doing pretty good, why don't you just flat out text them and ask them and say, would you be interested in leading and growing your business a little more? I can help you with it. Ask them. And then you kind of find out who wants it, and then you can help them figure out, how do I recruit somebody? How do I sponsor? And then you can give them all your tips and tricks. It's a big share fest if you haven't noticed yet. It's a big share fest of how do I do this stuff, Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sponsor like crazy. Offer it to everybody and anybody, because you never know who's going to run with it. Nobody ever recruited me. I found somebody to help me because nobody ever asked. But had somebody asked me and gave me all these perks of what Scentsy can do, like as far as like an account can do and all the fun perks, I'd have said yeah. You never know who's going to say yes. Don't give them a no before they even say it. Don't put words in their mouth before they even get a chance to open it. That's my advice to you. I'm trying to look through some of my notes here real quick. So, all right, last thing I'm going to say. See different months between now and January fluctuate in PRV. Okay. And it really depends on what you have planned for the month. Honestly, you control your month. Ain't nobody else controlling it but you. Okay. You're as much as you plan for a month, as much as you're going to get for a month. So, unfortunately, against us, we have December and January because mid to late December, it's tough to get PRV because I'm not saying it's impossible, but because like people are holidaying. Ain't nobody on their phone and looking at Facebook and wondering what the new Scentsy thing is, first of all. Okay. And the other thing is in January, it's tough because it's post Christmas. Not saying it's impossible because I've actually had my highest insert income disclosure statement here is my highest paychecks in January because I hustle like a crazy lady. Okay. But like, it's just don't rely on January and December. You need to do it now. August to November is like it's freaking go time, boo. It's go time.
Yes.
Not tomorrow, now. So you need to be texting to people, figure out your plan for September. Then like mid-September, start figuring out your plan for October. And I'm telling you, over plan. So anyway, I hope that's awesome. I think that's awesome. I think it's helpful. But you're gonna have to sponsor people. You're gonna have to like suggest it and tell everybody about the possibility. And you just got to get out of your own way and not be afraid. And who cares if they say no? Big deal. Anyway, are there any questions in the comments that we can think of?
I don't see any.
Stacey, is there anything you can think of? Kayla, is there anything you can think of, my girl?
You have to go and do. You can't sit back and watch, or else you're going to be sitting back and watching everyone in Greece.
And you're going to be like, dang, I wish I woulda. Because I know you can do it. If I can do this, you can do this. You just got to be like, I'm going to do it. And it ain't over till the 11th hour. It ain't over till 11:59 p.m. on January 30th, 31st, whatever it is.
31st.
It ain't over till it's over.
Yes.
We don't give up. And that's all I'm going to tell you. We don't give up. I don't give up. So anyway, all right, my Stacey girl. I think that's good for today. Unless you have any other thoughts or your advice other than if you don't try for it, you ain't going to get it. If you don't make a plan, then it's not going to happen. And you gotta come up with multiple possible plans. X, Y, plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z.
Yep.
You gotta be relentless.
We're gonna do this.
All right, I'm going to Greece. You just mark my words. And I'm gonna help some of my friends get to Greece. Listen, we're gonna go to Greece, and I am bringing friends with me because I'm gonna help them earn it because I want them to.
Yes.
And I want it more than I want me to go. I want them to go more than I want me to go. So anybody who's watching this, who's told me they want it, I want you to go more than I want me to get to go. But I can't do it for you. I'm just going to give you all the advice. So, all right. I'm signing off, my girl, because I'm going to go put my kids to bed. But I hope that was helpful, friends.
See ya.
Bye, y'all.